All right, guys, good morning from Tampa, Florida. I'm sorry that I have not made a video for you guys, but unfortunately, both of my cameras are in the shop getting repaired right now. So I had to resuscitate my GoPro, and we're gonna be filming on the GoPro for the next couple of maybe even weeks. Anyway, guys, we are at a restaurant here called Cafe Caribe in Tampa. It is a great spot for breakfast. They have a $9 special. You get 2 eggs, choice of meat, as well as toast and coffee for $9. Great price, check it out. But then I come to my dismay to get my dogs out of the car because I like to sit outside over here. And what do I see? Somebody put their eaten ice cream cone remains on my car. Now we know why they did this. My car says Trump everywhere. And these Democrats are hateful, mean-spirited, bigoted, destructive, violent, and this is yet another example of that. They don't like the fact that Trump won. They can't handle it. They can't put on their big boy pants. They can't be a big girl. And so they decide to put an ice cream thing on my car, and now I gotta get my car washed. What a fucking disgrace. But anyway, guys, we're gonna be dealing with this for the next 4 years, and I'm not gonna hide my hat. I'm not gonna change my car. Look, I fought to vote to get Trump in office for 4 years. So we're gonna stand on business. We're gonna stand by it. We're gonna own that decision because we're proud of that decision. And I'm not gonna let these bullies make me change my car or take my hat off. Them. And God bless Trump. Let's have a great video today, guys. And as always, God bless Trump. So this restaurant here is Cuban inspired, and I love how they serve their coffee here. Check it out. So this is the little coffee. You mix it with the leche, which means milk in Spanish.
Leche means milk in Spanish.
It's a perfect pour. Look at that. They give you just enough. Beautiful. Now they do have this table outside, which people generally don't eat out here, but they allow me to eat out here because I have my 4 dogs. And here we go. Coffee, guys. Cheers, Patriots. Boop. That's some good coffee. And we're up early today. It is 7:15 a.m., 7:30 now. And I decided to unplug from my dialysis, take a break. And gonna hit the dog park early today, let my dogs run around a little bit, get breakfast, and then go back home and hop back on the machine. So you guys know what to do. If you want to support my channel, givesendgo.com/AdamFrancisco. I am the only man fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. So I appreciate your support, and let's have a great breakfast today. So guys, help me understand how it's November 18th. Yeah, and they're still counting ballots. How is that possible? As a matter of fact, they've counted so many ballots. Not only has Kamala got an advantage in those ballots, but I believe they've been able to flip a couple of seats. How is this legal? What kind of country are we living in where 13 days after an election you can find ballots? In my opinion, any ballot found or discovered after election day, null and void. Sorry, if you didn't get your ballot in soon enough, do better next time. This is crazy, it needs to be investigated. And anyone who's doing anything unscrupulous or illegal needs to go to jail. And I hope under Trump, he brings down the hammer of justice. I also saw recently in the news that Biden authorized Ukraine to use US missiles, long-range missiles, to attack Russia. It looks like Joe Biden is trying to escalate the war right before Donald Trump comes in to hand Trump more global chaos. So thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you, Kamala Harris. This is the world that you're giving us. More chaos, more war, more death, more destruction. And this is why we as the American people voted you out of office. We rebuke you and your administration. And now the big boys are back. Trump, Vance, Elon, Vivek, Tulsi, RFK Jr. We got the Avengers. And we are gonna clean this country up. And it's gonna be a glorious golden era of the United States. Can I just say, guys, that there's something magical about wearing a MAGA hat after Trump won. It really is the hat of winning. You know, we won, and so wearing this hat is just, it's almost like having a superpower. I highly recommend you guys put on your MAGA hats and support Donald J. Trump, and especially now that we've won. Because this mother effer put his ice cream cone on the hood of my car, which, by the way, I just recently cleaned. I gotta go back to Big Dan's car wash here in Tampa to clean it again and get this shit off the hood of my car. So we're gonna clean the car up and erase this anger that the Democrat left in my car. What a disgrace. Big Dan just got the Christmas car fresheners. Thank you, Big Dan. That's so cute. All right, we are going through at the car wash. Always such a cool experience here. I love Big Dan's car wash. Look at all these beautiful colors they got. It's nice in here. So anyway, we're gonna get this car nice and clean for the day. Get this ice cream off of my freaking car. And just keep wearing the Trump hat around Tampa and see what kind of reactions we get. All right, guys, I'm in the mood for a boba. And if you guys are looking for good boba here in Tampa, you gotta go to Ding Tea House. You guys are gonna be in my video today. Look at this guy's beautiful drinks here. Ooh la la. Oh, hello. Put the MAGA hat on you. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you're looking good. So I'm gonna be pushing out more content again starting this week. As I told you, my 2 cameras are in the shop right now getting fixed. So I'm relegated to my GoPro right now. But I wanna be doing like a daily news show as I walk around Tampa, Florida, and bring you guys some fresh content. And I'm scrolling on my Twitter feed right now, and I see a video pop up from Amala Ekpunobi. She is one of the right-wing influencers out there. You guys probably recognize her.
2 private investigators just visited a place I used to live in search of me, and they were coming to ask me whether or not I've been paid to talk about P. Diddy and his connection to other celebrities on my show. Now, luckily, the person I used to live with called me on the phone so I could talk to these guys. They did not immediately disclose that they were private investigators. I had to coax that out of them through being quite hostile to them throughout the conversation. But they kept bringing up my content that I made in regard to P. Diddy and his connection to other celebrities. They would not say who they were working for and who had hired them to come and travel around to these different influencers. But they did say that they would be going to multiple influencers who are talking about these stories to figure out whether or not they're being paid by a specific entity to share them. Now, I am definitely not paid to talk about what I talk about on my channel, but they said not only would they pay me to disclose who I was being paid by, but they would pay me more than whatever I was getting to share the opposite story. I don't know who these guys were. I don't even know if they were telling the truth, but they did say there were 10 other influencers that they were going to be visiting. So I'm putting this out there in case this happens to anybody else, and I will be going more in depth as to what happened on my show today in case you want any further information. But this is very, very strange.
Anyway, she's been doing some videos about P. Diddy, and apparently some private investigators have been contacting her to find out if she's getting paid or not to talk about the P. Diddy stuff. And so people are obviously scared. The establishment is scared. Hollywood is scared. And a lot of it can come crashing down with this P. Diddy stuff. Now, I'm not talking about the P. Diddy stuff on my channel too much because, quite frankly, there's a lot of misinformation going around. I don't know what's legit. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. So I'm just gonna sit back and relax, but it's pretty scary that the machine is sending PIs to talk to influencers who are pretty much just covering the news. But we should expect to see more of these intimidation tactics, these shakedown methods to independent content creators like myself, because they've lost control. They've lost control of the narrative. As Elon Musk always says on X, we are the media now. And because we're independent, anybody could be a journalist today with the phone in their hands. They're getting scared. They are running scared right now. And so just keep your guard up, be careful, be safe, and as always, God bless Trump. And here's the thing, guys, I just hit 100,000 subs this week on my YouTube channel. And by the way, YouTube is sending me my plaque soon, which is pretty cool. But as you grow in follower count, you obviously are growing in influence. So, you know, I mean, I don't talk about anything too crazy on my channel. My channel is quite milk toast, right? As Tim Pool says. But you got to be careful, I guess, because as much as we want to think that we have freedom of speech, they don't want us to have it. You know, if Kamala won the election, we would have all lost our freedom of speech. We were already losing it under Biden Kamala. But if she actually got in, people like Elon would have been arrested. My accounts probably would have all been nuked. I mean, I'm already being suppressed on all the platforms. But can you imagine if Kamala actually got in? Freedom of speech goes bye-bye. But the reality is, for the next 2 months, we're still living under the Biden-Kamala regime, which is why I believe these PIs are coming after influencers. My hope is that when Trump gets in, these emboldened people become a little less emboldened, and we, the people, become more unburdened. So I just found a second video on my feed. It also came from Amala, and apparently there is a video of the private investigators harassing another content creator. And essentially what they're doing is they're trying to find out if content creators are getting paid to talk about the P. Diddy story. Now it turns out influencers are not getting paid to talk about the P. Diddy story. It's just interesting story because it's Hollywood, right? It's the music industry. And so they're offering money if people will divulge their sources or whoever's telling them to talk about these stories. So maybe I should talk about P. Diddy so that these guys can come to me and offer me money to divulge my sources. But no, I'm not going to be focused on it. But this is crazy. This is crazy. They're losing control of the narrative, and they're trying to put Pandora back into the box.